Today's video is all about showing you how I use my thrifted pieces in my home decor, how I clean some of them, style them in my home, and just how I use them for functional purposes as well. I'm super excited also to share what I'm going to be doing with some mayonnaise in today's video. You heard me. Mayonnaise, like you would put on a sandwich or in a potato salad, is going on a piece of furniture today to see if it can help me get some water stains out. You will be blown away by the results of this, y'all. It is so wild. Thank y'all so much for everybody that told me to try this trick. I'm super excited to share that with y'all. I'm gonna roll the footage now of everything from my thrift haul last Friday. I go in depth a lot more with the thrift haul in last week's video, so you can go watch that when you're finished with this one if you wanna kind of get an explanation of all the pieces. But I'm gonna roll through it very quickly here in this video, just as a reminder of everything that I got in my thrift haul last week, because I didn't have time to like clean it and style it and do all of the things in that video like I normally do. So today, that's what we are doing. We're cleaning, we're styling, we're using mayonnaise to get water stains out and all the things. So let's get right into it, and I'm gonna show you how I use thrifted pieces in and throughout my home. One of the things that I showed y'all last week that I got that I want to style and put a plant on and all of the things, I have a spot for it, but I do want to try. So many of y'all told me that all of these water stains from cups and different things that are here on the top, that I could use mayonnaise. So I really wanted to try that trick just to see if it works, just to kind of help some of y'all out too. If you have something with a watermark or a water stain on it, that you could try this trick too, and I'll be the guinea pig and let you know if it works. So you can probably see, you know, just some of the different stains here. They're kind of all over the top of this table. So what I'm going to do is I get the Duke's mayonnaise from Sam's. So I'm just going to use some of this, and I'm going to spread it all over this table to see how this works out. I knew nothing about this trick, so this is definitely not something that I knew to do. All my friends here on YouTube that watch left this in the comments. If this works, we will have them to thank for that. So I'm just gonna, like I said, put it all over. Let me get a paper towel and rub it in everywhere. It does say to use a very liberal amount, like use a lot. So we are not gonna be shy with this mayonnaise, and I'm kind of rubbing it in. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Elizabeth's cat's down here knocking over the tripod. Okay, so I've got quite a bit, and I'm just going to go all the way to the edge, rubbing it in, just gently. And if this works, this would be awesome, because most everybody has mayonnaise. And one website that I went to when I was kind of researching this, just to see exactly, you know, what do I do? Do I have to mix it with something else? It said no, literally you just use the mayonnaise and you let it just sit on here. But it said to don't be afraid to use a bunch. So that's what I've done. I have slathered it down, and it also said to just lay a paper towel over top. So that's what we're going to do there. I don't know what that'll actually do, but I'm going to put one there too. Maybe I should flip that because that's got more mayonnaise on that side. And this is where the stains are the worst over here. So we're going to let that sit, and I will let y'all know exactly how long I'm letting it sit when I come back to wipe it off and see what it looks like underneath. This is a thrifted pillowcase here for just a standard size pillow. I love the stripes on this and kind of what it does to my couch. So think outside of the pillowcase. It's okay if you put a standard size or a full size pillow that would go on a bed. Put that on your couch if you want to. There are no rules. So I'm going to place that right here. And I like to have one of those on there a lot of times because people will flip that to the end of the couch and chunk these other ones off or at the end and kind of lay there and watch TV or whatever. But I love, like I said, this. As y'all can see, I have a blanket there, kind of this same color because I do love it. So I want to take this feather pillow here and just place it in the middle. And yes, people can still sit on my couch because we have all of these squishy down pillows now. You just kind of sit and curl up and put one in your lap or lay on them. We love them. It is, well, I'll take that back. Not all of us. My husband's like, could we put one more pillow on the couch? But I love them. And a lot of times it's just he and I here. Elizabeth is gone a lot. But when the kids and all come over, they just move stuff around, lay around on the floor with some of the pillows. It's really not that big a deal for us to have pillows like this on the couch. I really like the way it looks. So yeah, that's where that one's gonna go. So this cast iron skillet is one of my favorite finds from last week's thrift haul. I love this. I'm just using a little bit of salt to mainly kind of disinfect it since it came from a thrift store, and you're really not supposed to use soap on cast iron. I have this little sponge here that I'm going to use just for my cast iron. That's the reason I bought it, so I can put it underneath the sink and hopefully nobody will add soap to it. So I'm just giving this a good scrub with a little bit of water and the salt and kind of just really getting off any little grime, or there was a little spot there that was kind of looking, excuse me, like it was trying to rust a little bit. So I was just really trying to get it good, clean, and disinfected. And so what I'm going to do is clean it with that salt, rinse it really well, and then I put it on my stovetop to kind of just draw the moisture out. And then I just season it afterwards, after it's good and dry, with a little bit of avocado oil. I'll spread that all over it. But you're first going to see that I'm using this to fry some eggs. There was a little spot there that was kind of stuck, so I was trying to scrub that really good is what I'm doing. Here's where I'm just going to put it on my burner for just like 1 or 2 minutes to draw out any moisture, because you do not want your cast iron skillets to be wet. The next morning I got up and fried me a couple of eggs. Now the trick to cooking eggs on cast iron is to really make sure that that cast iron has a lot of oil or butter on it. That'll kind of help keep it from getting stuck. And I go through the same thing. I clean it again, dry it, and then I put some avocado oil on it to kind of season it. Here's just a few of the items that you saw in the thrift haul that I really won't be doing anything with in this video, other than just showing you that I got them all washed up, and hopefully you'll be seeing them in the future. Now, I am going to put this in storage after I show y'all this, but I want to just give you an idea. This had some little metal piece on it. I'm not really sure what that is, so I just had to take that off. I had thought that I would wait and use this for the fall, but again, I just really am drawn to this color, so I'm going to see what it looks like over here if I move this brass planter, which I really love. But I am just curious to see if I switch it out, what I think. So I've had this brass planter here for a while. So let's just switch that out and see what I think. I got this plant, I think for Mother's Day or Valentine's Day. I honestly can't remember now. So let's just see what that basket looks like. Okay, so it's not bad, but I do not like how you can see the pot sticking out of it, but you kind of get the idea. I do love that color over here. Let me try something else. Not as much anyway. Okay, it's not as full as the other plant, but you get the idea. Like of something you can do with it, switch things up. I really like the colors there, along with the pillow and the blanket on the couch. I think it looks really good. And now I'm going to struggle with, do I wait and put this out in the fall? I really do like my brass planter right there, over there as well though. So the struggle is real. Which one would you choose? This or that? Onto this beautiful picnic basket. What I'm going to do to clean and sanitize this before I style it is, of course, take the sticker price off, but I am also going to take this liner out and the liner part that is on the lid. I know that some of y'all may think that that is like totally deconstructing this beautiful vintage piece, but my mind will not let me rest easy until I pull this out, because as you will see, these things can hold a lot of little secret places for bugs to hide. I'm showing you there that I do vacuum the bottom part of this out really well, or I'm pointing to you where you should vacuum it out, I guess I should say. And then this is the underside of some of that liner, and this is why I have to take it out. Like, I cannot just rest easy with it in there, because as you can see where I'm pointing, little bugs, or let's just all be real, roaches or anything like that, they can hide in those little cracks and crevices. And I don't know where this basket has been. It could have been in somebody's attic, storage building. It could have been somewhere like that for years. So I don't know what's hiding, again, I cannot speak today, in all of those little cracks. So I would just rather be safe and take the liner out. But now with that all being said, I do spray it down with Lysol, leave it out in the sun, and then I come in here and decorate with it in my room. Okay, so next up we are going to just put a little, I guess you call it a little night light. I have these little candles right here, not candles. Well, they're meant to look like candles, but they're little night lights. They're these little faux, or you know, fake candlesticks. They got the drip and all. And they're just so primitive and cute looking, I thought. I bought them probably a year or two ago, and I kind of had these sitting all around my house. But anytime I find something, you know, kind of like this, I think they're fun to kind of stick in there and change. Okay, that's Elizabeth's cat behind me knocking stuff off the table. I think it's fun to stick these in there and just make a different looking little nightlight. So I think, yeah, I can just fit this through that hole. And then, of course, the cord will, you know, run out of the back like that, so you can hide that. And then I'm gonna just turn it on to show y'all, and then we'll go get it in place. Yes, look how cute that is. All right, let's go see where I want to put this. So hopefully y'all can see pretty good. This is probably in your way. Right now I just have this little thrifted nightlight right here, and I like this one because it has a timer, and I just have one of these little primitive looking candles in it. So that's what I've been having. Let me raise y'all up a little bit so you can see better. So that's what I've been having right here. So what I want to do is just change it up, which if you've been around a while, you know that I do this pretty often. I change things up quite a bit. I get tired of things really fast. And I'm just going to put this piece here and see if I like it any better. I want the little latch close where I can get to it, but I want to try to hide the rest of these cords, so I'm going to try to get it behind this little thrifted jewelry box I have here, and this really just kind of is useful for me, helping me hide cords. Okay, so I ended up putting it on this side. I was trying to put it over here, but I think I kind of like it right here. I'm trying to make sure the little lamp is in the middle. And then I have this little thing of napkins that I thrifted that I like to keep out, and I'll just put them over here on this side. So here we are back to the mayonnaise table. I have let this sit here almost 2 hours. It is like 10 minutes shy of being 2 hours. So I'm gonna go get some clean paper towels, and I'm just gonna gently kind of, you know, rub this while I take the mayonnaise off, and then wipe it down really good and just see if any of those rings are gone. I will say this, they are not completely gone. I have y'all on the same level of brightness that I did earlier so that everything would be, you know, the same. And I can still see them, but I don't think I can see them as bad. If nothing else, that mayonnaise definitely did like a good deep clean. That's really strange. I did clean this with Pledge first, so maybe that's what some of that was. But I think also, maybe if these stains were fresh, like if someone had just left a watermark and I put mayonnaise on it to try to get it off. But who knows how long some of these have been on there. So can y'all see right there? Again, like I said, I do think it helped. I'm really impressed with how it looks after. And what I might do is on some of these spots over here. Let me turn it around where maybe y'all can see it better. I was trying to put it in the same spot as it was earlier. But like these are right here are the worst. Maybe if I put mayonnaise on these and left it overnight, because I did only leave it for like 2 hours. I might try that and show it to y'all in Friday's video. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and show you where I am placing this and how I'm styling it and all of the things. Did want to just show y'all this little DIY hack that so many of y'all actually told me about. And I do think it worked. It looks so much better. I'll try to put up a side-by-side comparison here, except for right here is the worst. And again, if you come back Friday, I'll let you know if soaking this overnight worked. But for now, let me go ahead and style it and show you where I'm using it, and then I'll take everything back off and put some more mayonnaise on there, and I'll film it tomorrow for Friday's video. So I'm going to try to put those water stains there to the back, but I had, and I'll put up a before picture here, an old bar stool here holding this plant. So when I saw this, I thought that would be perfect to replace that old, just basic looking bar stool that was here. So I'm also going to use just this little vintage cutting board or charger. I'm not really sure. I got this at an antique store. No, wait, not an antique store, Goodwill, for only $1.29. I still have the sticker on that. So I'm just going to lay that on top here in the middle. And then I also have this old thrifted plate that I'm going to use as my little drip plate. It is a Currier and Ives plate. We don't use it for eating or anything. It has a bunch of chips on it. So I want to be able to see some of this blue once I put the plant on there. And it is kind of a winter scene, so that's why I'm going to just cover this part up until we get into that season. I'll use a different plate then. I'm going to put that here in the middle and let that be my water drip pan. Now I'm just going to add my pothos plant to back that I love. This one does so good. This is like the best spot in my house. I do believe that this table is going to be pretty stable, but I am worried about Elizabeth's little kitten maybe trying to get up there and be curious in that plant and knock it over, because it is a little bit higher than the bar stool was. But I really, really like how this looks versus the old bar stool that was up here. I think that this is a gorgeous piece and makes an amazing plant stand. Okay, so what do you think about that mayonnaise trick? That was actually y'all's idea. I had no idea you could use mayonnaise on water stains like that, and I really do believe that it got a lot of those stains out so well. So definitely try it. Let me know if you've ever tried it before. But I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing all of the thrifted pieces that I picked up last week and how I used them in and throughout my home. Just love sharing that with people. I know that the thrift stores are getting so expensive these days, but I promise you, you can still find some good deals out there, and you can still save money. So I encourage you to get out to your thrift stores, your garage sales, your estate sales, all the things, and find those one-of-a-kind unique pieces to use in your home as well. We hope that y'all have a wonderful week. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here Friday with a brand new video.